Hey everybody, this is Daryl, aka The D from the Simply Incredible podcast. Today I've got my haul from Big Lick Comic Con in Roanoke, Virginia. I had a great time hanging out with my good friends. Let's see who all was there. Ricky, David, Josh, Andy, Billy. So my other friend Josh, my friend Matt Slay. So many awesome people there. Had a great time. It was probably my favorite show that I've been to from them so far, and it was pretty good. It to me it wasn't overly packed. One of the issues I did hear people saying was getting in was kind of difficult. One of my friends, he said, he messaged me and said, "Is this line for autographs?" And I was like, "Well, Carrie Payton is back there, the voice of Cyborg from Teen Titans Go and plays Ezekiel on The Walking Dead." And he didn't reply back for a while. I was like, "So where are you at?" As a while later, and he was like, "Well, I'm still on the side of the building." I was like, "Wait, you haven't gotten in yet?" So apparently the line went around the building, like literally all the way to the back side of the building, and it took him, I know, at least an hour and a half to get in. So that was one issue. But other than that, I think things were pretty good. It was my friend Ricky. It was his first time setting up. So that was pretty awesome to see him set up. He has a lot of vintage toys, G.I. Joe, Star Wars, all kinds of stuff, Transformers. Gosh, what else? I mean, so much old vintage stuff. Really cool. Then a little bit of newer stuff, but he tries to stay away from the newest stuff. So that was pretty awesome to be there with him as kind of helping him out his first time setting up at a big show. But the first thing I'm going to show is something I actually picked up from him, and it is this Hush Harley Quinn figure. There's a Harley in there somewhere that I'm picking up. That's going to happen. So pick that up. He actually had the whole set of these. I think Series 1 and Series 2, I believe, complete. And for some reason, these did not sell, which was stunning to me when I saw some of the stuff that sold. You know what? One of the newest things he did have, I just thought about this. He had some Harry Potter stuff which sold, but I thought this was pretty cool. I did not have this one. There we go. Had to get it. Had to get my Harls. So I had a great time with that. So that was awesome. My good friend Josh Ginter, he's been on the show, the podcast a few times, which fingers crossed we can finally get back together and do some more podcasting because it's been way too long. I keep meaning to restart things, but adult life gets in the way sometimes. But he was setting up. He's a really talented artist, really good friend of mine, and he put out this, which I thought was awesome. And he has a bunch of channels, and I will have a link down below so you guys can find Josh. But this was really, really cool. It's kind of a Peanuts type of deal. There's the art on the inside. It's kind of cool. It's got a book, kind of within a book, which I think that's pretty sick. There you go. A book within a book. I just look at it. Look at it, Charlie Brown right there. That's awesome. So I thought that was awesome. See, he mentioned he was doing those. I was like, I've got to get one. That's great. So, yes, I meant to go back Sunday. Unfortunately, I had some issues. I couldn't make it, and I planned on going. So that meant a lot of stuff that I was going to do, I didn't get to do. I meant to get something from Matt Slay, see if I could find something, print or something from him. Matt's awesome guy. Author Sudam was actually set up right beside Ricky, so I got to meet him on Friday during setup, and I was like, right before I left on Sunday, I was like, maybe I should go get something. It's like a book signed from him. I was like, I'll do it tomorrow, no worries. And then I did, so I couldn't do it. So oh well. But Arthur Sudam, awesome guy, great talking to him. But I did get lots and lots of books. Let's see. Get these kind of in order, kind of, sort of. You know what? we're going to go with, these over here first. Oh, something was sticking on my finger. My friend David, he had a couple of these books, and I took a few things to sell because Ricky said I could have a little space on there. So, and I ended up trading him for this. I thought this was really cool. I got these two books. One is Dio. For those who know music, you will know Dio. And look at that art on there. Art by Sienkiewicz. That is awesome. What beautiful art on there. Yeah, it's a good hardcover book. And it's got three prints in it. Be sure I had it setting up right. There you go. There's one. There's one. And this was my favorite one right here. I thought that was amazing. That is beautiful. So I was like, heck yeah, I'll trade for that. Made by Z2 Comics. So really, really cool. Yeah, Bill Sienkiewicz. Let's give you, okay. Want to be sure there's no nakedness or anything going on there. There you go. Some art from the inside. There you go. Holy Driver. Holy Driver. All right. Set this right here. And then this one. King David, Abigail. Again, if you know some heavy metal music, you will know King David. There's a beautiful cover. Artwork by Damian Worm. Graphic novel by Dan Waters, Damian Worm, and King David himself. This one has 5 prints with it. Let's see. There's one. Right there. There's one. It's pretty sick. Oh, you're not gonna fall. That's great. See, I thought this one was my favorite one, Abigail. It's basically the cover, but the full cover looks amazing. And last, King Diamond with the bloody fingers. Really amazing artwork on there. Damian Worm. I believe he did all the artwork on all these. So it's like, yeah, I definitely picked that up. Looks awesome. All right, so that's these 2 awesome books. David, thanks for the great trade on that. Awesome. Let's see now. Ricky actually he had a couple boxes of Nintendo Power magazines and a few other ones, like a few other gaming magazines. I don't know what all gaming ones in there. Some of the training guides from the 90s, maybe even the 2000s. But I just kind of flipping through them, and I saw this. I was like, oh, yeah, I definitely want that. Mick Foley on the cover. Have a nice day. Sacco. That is great. Really cool to just kind of have that in there. So that's awesome. All right. Now, with the comics. As you guys know, I'm always going to get a bunch of books. Some graded books, all kinds of stuff. We starting off with, and this always makes me laugh, the first appearance of Starfire. Not that Starfire. This is also DC Starfire, but this one came out, I believe, in the 70s. a little bit before Starfire from Teen Titans fame. This is a different Starfire. As far as I know, I think she just had this one run, and that might be it. So kind of makes me wonder why they named her Starfire, and then maybe later on had another Starfire. I don't know. I got this one also from Billy. Got that from Billy, who's been on the podcast. We got Peacemaker #1. Got 2 of them. This is from DC. His first appearance is from, gosh, a long time ago, Charleston Comics. But this is his first DC story. I don't know if it's his first DC appearance or not, but I know it's first DC solo story. I'm pretty sure this is the first DC appearance of the Peacemaker. And to me, the animated series was so good, so I had to get it. From 1988. Let's see something. I didn't look at this. Let's see if these are. I was going to check to see if these were newsstand or not, but they don't have a thing on it, so who knows? And it was a 4-issue series. I did not know that. I didn't know if it was an ongoing or a one-shot or what. I thought maybe it'd have a barcode or something on it, but no barcode, so there you go. Also from Billy, a couple of Hulk comics in the cheap bin. We got Hulk number 393, and that is a newsstand edition, but it looks awesome. And 400, that is a direct edition and looks awesome. Pretty sure I don't have either one of them. I actually did not look at my list when I saw these books. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool, I'll get those. Now everybody knows, shocking again, I'm a big Harley fan, and I saw this in I think it was in Andy's box, and Bonafide Comics. For those who don't know, if you see them at a con, go to their table. You're going to find some amazing stuff and some amazing deals. But I saw this and I was thinking, I don't have this one. How do I not have this one? I was buying weekly comics when this come out. How did I miss it? But it's Injustice, year 4, issue 10. So I was like, you know what? That's going home with me. There you go. And I'm a big fan of the comic book The Pro. It's a one-shot made by Garth Ennis, Amanda Connor, Jimmy Palmiotti, and Mounts. Is it Paul Mounts? I can't remember if it's Paul Mounts or not. Something Mounts. I can't remember. Maybe it's Ryan Mounts. I don't know. But anyway, when I first read it, I was like, this is so funny. Adult comedy for sure. But when I saw it, I was like, gosh, I want to try to get all the printings of it, because I think there's 7 printings of The Pro. I know I have 1, 2, and 3. So this will be 4. But the goal is to get all the printings of it, so that'd be cool to have. This one I did not know was a thing. Now I know. TMNT presents April O'Neil. I did not know April had her own book, so I had to get it from Archie Adventure Series, issue 1, newsstand edition. I think this is from 80s, early 90s. "100% recycled paper." There you go. So very cool to have that one. Now this is one, to be honest, I saw this 2 years ago, 3 years ago, something like that, on the Comic Hall crew. They put on an amazing YouTube show every Saturday or every other Saturday? I think it's every other Saturday. If you get a chance, check out these guys. They are phenomenal. Great content, hilarious at times, very serious at times, an amazing show. So if you can, definitely check those guys out. The Comic Hall Crew. Great stuff. But this book I had never heard of before then, from Fitzgerald Periodicals, 1976, Fast Willie Jackson. Now, to be honest, again, as a couple years ago, and they talked about this book, and I may be wrong on this, but my memory says it's kind of because from Archie Comics, so it's kind of a black version of Archie, which again, if I'm wrong, I'm completely wrong because again, it's been a couple years since I saw that, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to get that. I thought that was pretty awesome. So got a good deal on it too. Now my last Raw book. When I first saw this in the bin, I thought it was Gina Carano. Back, trying to remember where she fought at. I can't remember if it was Strike Force or something like that. She never fought in UFC. But so I remember seeing her fight back in the day. When I first saw this, I was like, is that Gina? And it's not Gina. It's Adam Hughes artwork. Tomb Raider Journeys. Variant issue. I had never seen this one before. I was like, heck yeah, I'm getting that. That's awesome. So, let me see. What year this came out? He somehow he's got this double bag. So this may not come out. There he goes. It's got bag and bag. What a great cover on that. Look at how beautiful that cover is. Absolutely amazing. Beautiful cover. All right, let's try this again. Wow, thing is stuck down in there. Got the thick backboards with it. Came out 2001. He had this listed at very fine. Looks really good to be very fine condition. There's a little bit on it, but all in all, great book. There's no barcode on it, so I was looking to see which printing it is. It just says B cover, Adam Hughes, so it's just a B cover. But really, really awesome book. I say if you see Bonafide Comics at a show, you know, he's going to usually work good deals for people, so always glad to support him. Been on the podcast many times. Really good friend. So if you see him at a show, definitely go over and check him out. You will not be disappointed. And I've got, let's see, how many? Four graded books. This one right here was kind of a throw-in. I know I have a raw issue of this, and I believe it's signed by Greg Horn. But Andy had it, and I was like, you know what? Kind of a throw-in. Harley Quinn 25th anniversary, which she just had her 30th anniversary, which is crazy. 1992. So this came out in 2017. Comic exposure, Greg Horn. So yeah, I went and picked that up. Next, I've got this issue. It is like a 3, I think, a 3.0. And he had a 6.0, and I was like, gosh, I've got to upgrade. I've got to upgrade. Great cover. It is Showcase Presents, issue 79. I was thinking 39. Issue 79, first appearance of Dolphin. Beautiful, beautiful cover. That looks amazing. And like I say, the one I have, I think is in my mind, I'm thinking 3.0, but it's 2.5 to 3.5. It's somewhere in there, but I'm thinking 3.0. So big upgrade on that, and it looks amazing. 1968. J. Scott Pike story, cover, and art. That's awesome. Like I said, I didn't realize he did all of that. That's great. Beautiful cover. Kind of in my mind, kind of like a modern day, it would be like a J. Scott Campbell artwork with those super long legs. Very much J. Scott Campbell-esque. Next book, saw this. 9.4, 1990. X-Men Annual number 14. First appearance of Gambit. This came out, a week, I think, before Uncanny X-Men 294? What issue was? 266. 266, excuse me. So technically, first appearance. On here, it actually still says cameo. But it does predate Uncanny 266. Art Adams artwork. So glad to have that. I've got a raw one, but it was probably going to be 8.0, something like that. So definitely glad to have this in the collection. And the last book. This is one that I wanted to get a few shows ago. Gosh, last year in Hickory, North Carolina. And Billy had this, and I kept looking at it. I was like, I'm not going to get it. I'm going to pass on it. This show comes around. I see it sitting there. He was like, you know you want this. And I was like, you know I do. I was like, you know what? I'm going to wait. And, you know, if you sell it, that's cool. If it's still there later on, I might get it. And as the show went on, I was kind of looking over because we had a booth right beside Bonafide's booth. So we're hanging out there, and I kept looking over there. It's like, gosh, I'm going to get that. And I walked over, and I was like, gosh, yeah, go ahead, bring it on up here. There it is, Planet Comics, number 1, Dave Stevens artwork, 8.5, amazing cover. When I look at this, I just think this should be a book from, you know, the 50s or 60s or something like that. But 1988. So, heck yeah. By Blackthorn Publishing. So, very happy to add that to the collection. Like I say, I saw it, gosh, I can't remember how many months ago it was, and I was like, I can't do it. I did it. So, again, happy to add that to the collection. That is my haul. I know I have more stuff coming up. Got some vintage action figures that I picked up, and a Funko Pop that I did not expect to find, and I found it. So that's going to be coming up on a video soon. But that's all I got, and you guys have an incredible day.